A rivalry that started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the USC Trojans and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. This could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So USC's offense will be first on the attack. This game known for thrilling finishes over the years, and the Fighting Irish pulled out a close one last season.
The Irish last year making a big statement, beating USC. What if you did it twice, Paul? Like winning the jeweled shillelagh twice, swinging your big hammer, swinging your big sword, beating the mighty USC 2 years in a row.
It means a lot to Notre Dame because we know they've got to recruit nationally, right? It's not all just coming from the state of Indiana. And California is a state that they want to tap into. And if they can win this game 2 years in a row, wow.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They're one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quick completion to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Anderson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up in the touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
He'll pitch it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Picks up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside. Ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last fourth down.
Under fire. He hits the slide, and he's converted this fourth down to keep the drive moving. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The relentless emptying of the playbook on this opening drive has now finally hit a wall. It's 3rd and long. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Caught behind the line. It's Jefferson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming, and down he goes.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB, elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to back him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Hebert. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Flips it out to the back. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They are searching for any type of answer they can find down 6-0. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Hebert. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Going to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Great place to start for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. On target. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Rushes on him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. There he goes to the right. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. Fires left. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Snags it, and he's open. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies. You highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Running inside, it's Mobley. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, it's Hebert. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The give is to Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Might have a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Trojans use their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Abear. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Finds a man in the middle. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not the end of the half. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. At the 15, he's loose. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Tigers with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now back to your game in South Bend. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage. Make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Hebert. Swings it out to the flat. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. The give is to Williams. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, going to the air. Looking left. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The give to the right. Got enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. This time he wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. He wants to change this route. Out of the shotgun on third down. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle, and that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season that you can really, really depend on.
Bringing it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. So now it's second and long. Pulls and fires complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Couldn't get away from that cover team. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give is to Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense in a bunch formation. He might want another play. Back to pass. It's Hebert. Catch in the middle. It's Graham. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Oh, what a cut! Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David. So this game's...
This is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got a man. It's Jefferson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Gets it out fast. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. The quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Off play action. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the...
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him and gets him to the ground with the sack.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Complete to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking for a man. It's Hebert. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that jeweled shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What
Touchdown.
A game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting. How big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go, and they have looked good. And I think the jeweled shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Leaves it with the back. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. On the run, fires downfield. Coleman's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Turns it on in midfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. The run inside. It's Martin. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It's a draw. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Williams. Working that left side now. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the jeweled shillelagh. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.